In this geography snippet, we're going to look at the biotic and the abiotic parts of a biome. We're going to have a look at what each of those are, and then we're going to have a look at how they interact with each other. Firstly then, the biotic components. Biotic components are sometimes referred to as the flora and the fauna. So that's the plants and the animals. So they are the living parts of the ecosystem. They're the parts that we refer to quite often as the wildlife. The trees, the animals, the parrots, the frogs, the bushes, anything that comes under the living heading. Then we have the abiotic components. The abiotic components are the non-living parts of the ecosystem. These are things like soil, water, rock, and even the atmosphere in which we are living on our planet. All of these non-living parts are very important, and they are connected with the biotic parts. Then we have the abiotic components. The abiotic components are the non-living parts of the ecosystem. These are things like soil, water, rock, and even the atmosphere in which we are living on our planet. All of these non-living parts are very important, and they are connected with the biotic parts. So let's examine the interaction between the biotic and abiotic components within a biome. The amount of water available can affect how the plants can grow and the type of plants that can grow. A dry biome, such as a desert, might be inhabited by plants such as cacti, whereas a much wetter biome, such as the tropical rainforest, will have a far more abundant and varied variety of plant life. Plants take in water from the soil and they release it into the atmosphere, and this provides moisture for more rainfall. The second interaction is to do with the type and the density of vegetation, and this can affect the type of soil that forms. And the type of soil that forms in turn affects the type of vegetation that can grow. Dense vegetation cover, lots of leaf fall, means that there are lots of nutrients which will be added to the soil, and that in turn then can support more plant growth. The third interaction is to do with weathering, biological weathering. Some organisms cause biological weathering. This is when the rocks in the ground are broken up into smaller pieces by living things. Maybe tree roots breaking the rocks up as they grow.